Hi, it's been a while, so I thought I would give you another virtual walkthrough of the Alice 1958 project just to show you the progress so far. So let's dive right in. So I've just been fine tuning. Nothing has been done out front yet. Still not sure if I'm going to do that, but the inside's coming along really nicely. So I'm just going to do a sort of a site visit. I've put in the track and removed a lot of the sort of temporary floor stuff. I need to get into walk mode here. Here we go. So since the last time I did the walkthrough, we didn't have any of the color here in the upside down room. So we've added all that. I still have sort of a hit list of items that aren't in here yet. There's some light fixtures that have to be added. And I can't find any documentation that says that there was a painting on the floor, sort of a ceiling for this upside down room. And so I'm thinking about doing my best to guess what that might look like. All the other scenes have something on the floor. And this one, I couldn't find any pictures that depicted what that was. So I'm going to sort of do an educated guess. I've got little things like the animated fish still has to be done and getting everything rigged up for animation later. But so far, all the textures are in and are looking pretty nice. Heading in here to the Cheshire Cat Room. Like I said before, he'll pop down once you get to about here. And you've got the door in. These doors will all open as you get closer to them in the final VR video. Still, Karen Thompson is busily working on the color for the flower garden scene, so I'm really looking forward to see that. So this hasn't changed much, but I think is looking good. Now, the scene that has changed the most is the Cholji Wood scene. So I was kind of concerned that we weren't completely getting everything, and so we did a little bit more research and tightened up some of the elements so that they work together. It's still a really big empty room with paintings on the walls, but one of the things we did discover was that there's actually quite an elaborate painted track surface, and another big surprise is that the floor is actually painted too. So down here, there's actually a mural on the floor in this room, which is kind of surprising. But just like before, it's kind of amazing what isn't in the space. It's a big room with some branches that come off, but a tremendous amount of the detail and information as far as dimensionality came from the paint, which of course is one of the things that's great about blacklight paint. But I think this is finally coming along really nicely and tight. Heidi Hirsch is busily working on the color for this. I'm super excited to see what that's going to feel like. And we'll make our way up this way to the Mad Tea Party scene. I just finished the color on it. This was sort of my present to myself, getting to work on this scene. Like before, it's a kind of big open room, but there's a wonderful wraparound mural on the walls, and I finally got some textures on these teacups, and these will be sort of shooting out and spinning and rotating. And I also have a dimensional teapot and a dimensional teacup here for the Mad Hatter and the Marched Hare. And you can see this wraparound. It was really quite amazing sort of trompe l'oeil perspective piece, and I think really works nice and gives a lot of depth that otherwise really isn't in this space. The same is true over here as you wrap around, and you can see where the floor continues on the tabletop that's in the mural as well. So this is looking back at this room, and we've got the dormouse all painted. Everything's painted up, and we'll blast through this teapot into the explosion room, where really this is all there was sort of painted explosions and then a strobe light and some explosion sounds. And then we turn the corner and we see the the, the iconic arrow graphics. I've got a couple more that are on this wall right here. And then we come over here to the doors, and I have to adjust them. I think there's one door that's actually right here, and I have a couple more to paint. But that's it so far. That is how the project's working. We're getting very close to having something that we can show everybody and let everybody ride themselves. And maybe I'll actually get out here and work on this as well. Thanks for following along.